Hey, how's it going everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some more Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord. It's been a little while since I've delved into the new mods erupting over on Nexus mods. However, do I have an amazing one for you today. We're going to be taking a look at Block's brand new courier mod that adds in messengers that you'll be sending out to different formations to actually give the orders for them to then act on said orders, giving a really cool order delay. And this is a mechanic I absolutely love in strategy games. It just adds so much depth to the actual battles, especially with Bannerlord, when a lot of the time it is just a good old F1, F3, unless you're going to try and make things harder for yourself. So with the courier mod adding that extra layer of actually having to delay your orders, having to think 10 seconds ahead, and not only that, you also have the ability to ride off and try and assassinate the enemy's couriers, meaning the messengers from the generals never actually arrive at the units, giving you the ability to outflank them until another one arrives. Or you can even decide to try and cut the head off the snake, kill the enemy commander, and the orders will stop flowing and the army will arrive in disarray. Stuff like this is really awesome, and I think coupling this with a mod like RBM would be really good because adding in extra control groups just adds the complexity. Okay, so here we are on the battlefield right there. You can see my messengers are kind of gonna make their way closer to their formations and prepare to ride off. So here we are on the battlefield. So what I've done is I split my infantry up. For some reason I didn't bring any archers. I don't really know why. But yeah, we have these 2 blocks of infantry and 2 blocks of cavalry. So right now, because I'm close enough to the units, what I can do is I can go and tell this unit to move forward, and there won't be any messenger needed whatsoever. This unit can just move forward. Same over here as well. I can go boom, 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 and again, that unit will just push forward. However, as they start to get further and further away, and I don't actually know the exact limit of how far it is, but I assume that's probably far enough. Boom, right there, you can see in the bottom left it says dispatch a courier for the same formation, can't hear you, and they'll deliver the latest information. So momentarily you'll see if they can make their way out of here. A courier will be getting sent off to actually go and give that order. You can see this unit is stationary right now. The last order they were given was to go here, and now they're going to take the next order and make their way up. This is really interesting as well, because I think during battle, instead of just getting stuck in yourself, if your couriers go down or you want to get an information to the unit quickly, you're going to probably want to make your way over here and be like, okay, cool, quickly command this unit to do this. Actually, I don't want to do that, so let's do that. Oh, that unit's all the way over there. Let's make our way back quickly, so I'd have to send a courier and make my way over here to give them the order to then do that. Oh wait, the cavalry is all the way over there. Okay, so I want to maybe delay that. So what we're going to do is we'll send this cavalry here, and we're going to send this cavalry there, and then you're going to have, your couriers making their way out of there, and then I'm going to make my way over here to then command the infantry. But now I think, oh yeah, I'm too far away there, so that's unfortunate. I guess make my way over there, and then select this unit. So you can already start to see, look how insane this battle is already getting just by having these control groups, and I think you'll really benefit yourself. Right now, this unit isn't charging. I'm not over there. I've told them to charge, but a courier is going to have to go over there. So right now, they're just they're still pushing forward. That's what they've been ordered to do. Now, it would be kind of interesting to have I guess more of an order to do them. But yeah, now you can see my couriers just arrived on that formation, and now they're obviously got the order to charge. But yeah, now I want maybe this infantry unit come and outflank them, so I'm going to send them, give them the order to do that. Luckily, I'm close enough. The cavalry is nowhere near. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to preemptively give them the order to charge that, and I'm going to give these guys the order to charge that over there. So again, my couriers are going to be heading out, but also it's the same with the enemy as well. So the AI also does this. You can see they've got couriers coming back and forth themselves. This is an enemy courier right here. And if I wanted to, I could maybe try and just snipe him down, kill him, and then they'll be down a courier. So obviously the AI does also suffer from the lack of orders. You can see my courier over on this flank has just arrived, and now this cavalry is being given the order to charge, I believe. Oh no, I misclicked. That was my bad. I gave them the wrong order. Same with these guys as well. I think it's because I was in this mode instead of that mode. So again, if I do that, there you go. Now they'll do it. But once again, you can see this unit is got the order here to chill here, but they don't have the order to charge, so they're just waiting. So yeah, maybe you could add in some complexity to it to actually make it a bit more interesting. Luckily, I was close enough there. But yeah, I think, as I said, I think it adds so much flavor to the actual game. The fact that I have to actually try and stay alive. If I want my orders to be flying out effectively, then that is of course going to be something important to do. The battle was going very badly for us, and then all of a sudden our cavalry have now arrived. They've been giving their orders to charge, and now they're making their way in to help support the infantry and get stuck in this massive cavalry brawl. So another situation where I thought that this mod would be really interesting actually is going to be the horse archers. You can see our couriers are now arriving. I believe there's 2 couriers per formation, so we should have 6 spawn. Yeah, I think we'll get 6 spawning because we've got 3 formations to it. The one thing that's really interesting, especially when you're fighting like heavy cavalry army. So for example, I'll tell this cavalry to basically go and harass the enemy. So we'll give them the order, they'll make their way up here, they'll start shooting, right? So I'm close enough right now, they can do it. But with horse archers, and especially I think the AI might struggle with this a little bit, is like, you know, this cavalry is all the way over here now. They're going to be harassing, but say a unit is like charging them or something, you know, I'd be like, oh, okay, actually, now I want you guys to come maybe up here. Well, I have to wait for a courier to go all the way to go and do that. You know, it makes a good sense for me to actually be traveling there and giving that order myself. You know, the courier is on his way. Has he been killed? He might have actually been killed on his way. Oh, no, he did make it. He made it in time. So now this cavalry is going to be arriving again, just here to try and defend. The archers are all firing. Okay, let's get the archers back now. Luckily, I'm close enough here that I can bring this archer force back as fast as physically possible. And then the horse archers are up here. So again, you can act as a messenger yourself. And one thing I really like is that like the AI deals with all of this itself as well. So you can see our archers kind of focusing down the enemy general and also their messengers. As our lines do clash, the archers are fighting. But you can see my cavalry is nowhere, not in a good position right there. So I want to bring them up here. So I'll do that. But again, I'm not close enough. So one of my couriers will be sent off. You can see him going right there to go and give that order to bring them back. If I, again, for example, try and kill the enemy general right now, if I try and bring him down, and this is actually a courier right here. But if I didn't even have a general. Maybe the general's on foot, actually. But you can see now our horse archers are arriving, but delay is coming in, and the battle is safe. I think, like, and you can see we've also lost couriers as well. We actually do only have 3 left right now, which is not good. Right now, our archers doing a great job of hammering them in the back, and we want to keep them like that. And staying, like, with this formation is going to be really important to actually kite back. So, I mean, realistically, you know, if you wanted to try and gamify the system, you'd probably want to stick with your units that need the most help. So stuff like cavalry, you know, the mobile units that are going to be moving constantly are going to be a pretty important one to adjust. But, you know, again, still, you know, the archers maybe want to push up a little bit because they're chasing us, and we need to make sure that this cavalry is still moving, you know. Luckily, I'm close enough here, but once again, a battle courier is going to have to go off and give that order to bring their marchers further forward. So I think overall, pairing this with a few other mods like reinforcement mod, I think would be very cool to add this with RBM for the longer battles and the more complex formations. The AI does do a better job as well in RBM of adding in more complex formations, which I think is really important because this mod shines when you have about 5 or 6 different formations, and generally you have 3 in Bannerlord unless you're trying to actually have fun and not just F1, F3 everything. So yeah, I think again, this mod is awesome, really cool. What I'm going to be implementing in basically all of my mod lists that it works. I have tried it with a few other mods and I've struggled. I've tried with Shakuho, but only with custom battles, so I don't know if it works with the actual campaign. It does require the ability to spawn in agents, and sometimes that might mess up with custom AIs for overhaul mods. But again, it's so lightweight, really easy to install. You just have to go and click the download button, and you know, it's very, very cool. But overall, this mod is amazing. Having to actually think about your tactics if you're far away, sending the tactics early as well. Like right now, I might want to then, you know, kind of like let the horse archers. So again, this is quite a good tactic, right? So the horse archers are going to sit there. Okay, they're going to be there, but by the time that army gets there, probably want them there, right? So we'll send a rider to go give the order. He's going to run through enemy lines, hopefully arrive in time. But yeah, by the time this infantry gets there, then it sets up, so you can kind of almost delay your orders as well, which is really, really cool. But if you guys enjoyed this, be sure to drop a like and a comment down below. If you want to see more mods spotlighted on the channel, let me know down below in the comments if there's anything special, and I'll see you guys in the next one.